welcome to Fighting 50 and Susie's Garden. Today we're going to prune eggplants. I've been growing a few different types of eggplant and I'm going to show you how to prune them and a few tips on how to make them grow and flourish. So let's head out to the garden. So here's some of the eggplant that I planted last spring. And I want to show you how they're already flowering and they're starting to actually grow some eggplant. Now there are different types. So this is one type of eggplant on this particular plant. And then the eggplant that will be growing on these plants are different types of eggplant. And I will show you that in a moment. So as you can see here on this one, I've pruned the bottom portion of the plant, and that one it's starting to grow a little bit more. That still needs to be pruned. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to start with this one. Now I want you to see the thorns that are on here. So you want to make sure you are wearing gloves. You don't want to end up having to get a tetanus shot or get an infection or anything from being hurt by the thorns. I'm going to go down here. First off, let me weed this out. Okay, so you are going to look down below here. You see this? You want to get rid of all of these leaves that are down next to the bottom. Now what I do is I cut one time just so I could see what I'm doing, and then I go back in and cut it a little bit closer because it's kind of hard when you're starting out. You can't get that close to it. So then you go back in and you're going to try to get all these little ones that are growing on the trunk. And this little flower here, I'm just going to go ahead and snip it off. It's okay if we lose one flower. Okay, once you get the trunk cleared away where there is good airflow underneath, this eggplant I planted the end of last spring. So and today is March 6th. So it's been here almost a year. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut off all the yellow leaves that are looking bad. And then I am going to cut off a few leaves that are surrounding the flowers so that the bees could get in there easier and pollinate. Just like I did in my video for the zucchini, you want to be able to help them out a little bit. I don't prune this as much as I do the zucchini. I do it a little bit less, and I leave more of the leaves there, but I definitely thin it out so that the bees could find the flower. So I cut this little stem off that was on the side, stealing some of its energy. Oh, I see an eggplant right there. I see an eggplant right there. And there's another one over there. They're starting to come in. Let me show you this little cute little eggplant growing in. Look at that. I'm gonna get a stick for this one and clean this one up because it hasn't been pruned yet. And that's what it looks like now. All the flowers are exposed so the bees can go and pollinate. Whew, it was hotter than I thought out there today. It was only supposed to get up to 70, but I feel like it's a lot hotter, and I didn't put sunblock or my hat on, so I'm flustered. The beautiful full eggplant with the big purple flowers is these gourmet eggplant, and then the tall one that I put the little stick to hold it up, that's this one. And then these right here that I'm going to plant in the next 2 weeks as soon as they get a little bit bigger. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. These I planted about 10 days ago in here from a seedling. Actually, oh, I planted it more. I planted it on February 7th, and today is March 5th. So a month ago I planted these. Took quite some time to actually sprout out, but I'm going to wait probably another 2 weeks before I transplant them into the garden, and that's the Black Beauties. So I will have growing these 3 types of eggplant in my backyard this season. Yay! So these gourmet eggplants, you're going to want to start them indoors anytime between February and March and get them in the ground between April and June. These are delicious Mediterranean eggplant. I just love them. They're small, they're little, they're like this, but they're just so flavorful. They're heat lovers, so you want to put them where they get direct heat. These as well. These are heat lover. Well, all eggplant are heat lovers, so it's kind of redundant to keep saying it. But this one as well. You want to get it same time frame to get it growing, and then these go. Okay, so this is the Black Beauties that you find in the supermarket. These are the most common that you're going to find. These are 80 days from to maturity from when you transplant. So take that into consideration when you are planting them. This one says 70 days. This one says 70 days to maturity, but in reality, because we got such a heat wave, I didn't get any eggplant last season, but the plant didn't die. It's right there. You saw it. I planted it last year, and it's giving me eggplant this year. Awesome. Can't complain, right? And then these we got eggplant last season, and they're growing again this season. So depending on where I'm in zone 10, depending on where you are, you could have your eggplant thriving all year long. It didn't give me fruit all year long, but the plant is there, and now it's giving me fruit. We are in March, and the eggplant is already growing. It's crazy. In March, the eggplant is growing. So I'm gonna have eggplant probably from April all the way into the fall. That's amazing. I'm just so excited about that. Yay, so excited. Love eggplant, so good and delicious. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh, wait. Also, you're gonna wanna add to the soil a little bit of Epsom salt, and I add crushed eggshells with the Epsom salt. I mix it together and I add it a little bit at the bottom of each plant. So that helps it to get stronger and the eggplants to be bigger and more delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that it helped you learn how to prune your eggplant. I hope you grow eggplant. If you've never grown it in your backyard, try it. I think if you enjoy eating eggplant, it'll be really fun to grow. Also, it takes a little bit longer. The growing season is longer, so you have to plan for that. So definitely get those going right away if you can. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going to plant eggplant. If you have any tips on growing eggplant, I would love to learn anything you have to share about growing eggplant. And oh my goodness, I'm just sweating up a storm. Wow. Subscribe. Please subscribe and have a blessed and wonderful week. Bye-bye.